Kick them out. Get the coaches out. Get the hosts out. It is players only now with a great, and I mean, first things first, Bouch. We got Evan Bouchard here. Thanks for being with us. But first things first is the Bouch bomb now the CC bomb?
I think it might be. I don't know. People underestimate his shot.
I mean,
He's got a heavy shot. What were the numbers? We got to know the numbers.
I want to say C's tapped in at 102.3, something like that. I guess we'll find out right here in a second.
102.9. What'd you clock in at? What are you, like 101?
No, 99.6 I think was the best. My best.
It just because your shot it's so pinpoint accurate. That's why it looks so much faster than Cecil's. I mean,
that's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah, I have to go with that. How's it been, buddy? I mean, we've loved watching you this season, like just taking the reins and running with it. Like, how's it been, kind of in the locker room with the slow start, and then now you guys are kind of cooking right now?
Yeah, it's been good as of recent. Like you said, the slow start wasn't ideal for us, but we really bounced back, and now it's nothing but excitement going on in the locker room here.
Yeah, it can't be easy with the expectations and playing in the market you're in, but I don't know. I seem to, in talking with JD a little bit, I get a vibe from you, which is a great thing if I'm a coach or even if I'm a teammate, where my stud D-man just keeps it pretty even keel. Is that something you've always worked on? Are you always kind of a laid-back guy, or is it a quiet confidence about you? Because it's not easy stepping into that lineup and playing the role that you are as a younger player.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Edmonton, the people are kind of hard on you. They're very passionate about hockey, which kind of makes things great. No, the thing about me, I think, like you said, I feel like I'm more kind of laid back, easy going. I think I'll let JD attest to that, see what he has to say about that one.
I mean, you are a laid-back Larry, but I mean, I just wanted to give you credit. I know we kind of texted back and forth when you were supposed to come into studio, and you iced me. But now that we got you,
what?
Yeah, he was supposed to come in, and he not even left me on red.
What?
And he said, "Oh, sorry, buddy."
What'd you get up to that day? Do you remember? Big city.
Yeah,
I was in New York, you know.
Yeah. Actually, I was in the NHL offices that morning.
They double booked you. That's why.
Oh. I told you about that, and now you're trying to make me look bad here.
Yeah, I have to. I got to make myself look good. That's the beauty. I did.
Whoa. We don't ambush on players only. It's players.
It is, but the players, players support players here.
It's also ratings. We want ratings.
We want ratings. Yeah. We needed you in. It's more ratings.
So you're an Ontario kid, right? Were you?
Yeah.
Who was your team growing up?
Am I allowed to say this? Growing up, it was definitely Toronto. We had a Toronto versus Montreal rivalry in the household. So my dad's French, so we converted half of that Montreal and half of us Toronto.
Wow, Montreal. I like that. Man after my heart. The family. I like that. I like that family going for the Canadians. How was it? I mean, you were a London Knight. You won the Mem Cup. How was that experience in junior for you, and how did that kind of prepare you playing for such a big market team in junior? Moving to the Edmonton Oilers afterwards.
Yeah, it was huge. That was probably the best place for me to go. Going into a great team like that kind of makes me appreciate what the Hunters did for me. I came in there, 15, 16-year-old thinking you're going to play every game, and that wasn't the case in London. You really had to, earn your ice time, especially under the Hunters. You respect the older guys and sort of kind of ease your way into it. And to realize that, you got to prove yourself out there, I think was a big thing and something that I learned really quickly.
Yeah, that's got to be an awesome. I mean, I've heard of the London Knights, and I'm not a big Canadian Hockey League guy, so.
Who else was with you on that team?
Yeah. That first year, it was that Marner, Tkachuk, and Dvorak line.
Not a big deal.
Heard of them?
The back end was pretty stacked too. They had Mete, Yolevi, Martinet, Crawley, Jameson, Graves. They kind of had a good crew. Mac Jones was out there up front.
Jeez,
tough lineup to crack, eh?
Absolute powerhouse. I think we what was it, first round, we ended up losing 2 games to Owen Sound in the first round. And then I think it was 17 straight after that.
Wins in the playoffs.
That's unbelievable.
Wow. Well, so speaking of your development, you come up, you're a high pick for Edmonton. You go into Bakersfield, and then there's a little blip. Was that kind of COVID related, or I saw that you played in Södertälje in the Swedish Hockey League. And was that kind of COVID related? Was that you're probably beyond this AHL level? Let's get you to a different league, or can you talk about your time in Sweden?
Bakersfield, it was no, not cracking the lineup, getting some time, getting some pro hockey in me. I think in the end it helped me out a lot. And then going over to Sweden, it was it was COVID time. Everyone was kind of looking to play, get some time somewhere, and luckily for me, agency found me somewhere in Sweden. I think it was for a couple months. I loved it, had a great time, and I'm glad I got to do that experience because if not, I'd really never get to go overseas like that.
And you said something about McLeod. I texted him and I said, hey, do you got anything juicy on your boy Bush, like some things we can ask him about? And he wanted me to ask you, because I think all the boys are wondering, like, and the world's wondering, like, I know you cut your steak into like really tiny pieces. And is that like for digestive purposes, or do you just like, are you trying to trick the body or something?
Safety first, man.
Safety, right?
That is crazy saying this. No, I just think it's way easier. Instead of holding the knife the whole time, cut it, cut whatever it is, steak, cut it in half to start, cut into pieces so you're not holding the knife the whole time. I don't know. I think it's pretty fair thing, but they think it's kind of crazy, and I'm sure a lot of other people think it's kind of nuts to do.
So you cut every piece of the steak, and then you put okay, now we're done with the knife for the rest of dinner, and then you just go ham on the steak?
Well, I wouldn't say go the full steak, because then the pieces get cold. You kind of got to go a little bit at a time. So
okay,
I think they're trying to work out a proportion here.
So he cuts an ounce. He cuts an ounce into like 6 pieces, and then takes a breather. That's serial killer.
You don't want to hold, because you don't want to hold the knife. How heavy are your knives?
You're telling me serial killer? I'm the one who's trying to put the knife down over here.
That's true, but you take your time. You're very intricate and methodical about your steak. The fact that you've given it
maybe
this much thought,
maybe he's a surgeon.
Yeah, I mean, he is out there. Wow, look at that surgeon on the ice with that shot.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind next time I see the cloud. Folks, I know you're telling me they told you about this. I said they better not give anything stupid, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, I mean, I heard a little birdie over here told me another kind of wacky situation with your gear.
I love getting gear stories, and I remember sitting next to you in training camp when I was up with the Edmonton trying to make the Oilers squad, and I was graced. They graced me enough to put me next to you, and I got to learn from a beautiful stalwart like yourself back there, a defenseman. But I have a weird way of taping my shin pads. I tape and Boiler can't stand this, I tape like the little flap that hangs over your pant, because I hated when I was skating and it would flick up. But you put no tape on at all, and it's like I couldn't even believe that you put no tape on your shin pads.
Yeah, I don't know where that started. Honestly, I've never used it, and everyone's like, "Oh, don't your shin pads move around?" It's like, yeah, they do a little bit, but like the time it takes to like figure out what you like, who's got the clear tape, who's doing this, like it's not worth it at this point. I'm good without it. The shin pads don't bother me too much, and like you said, I don't know, I'd rather not have any clear tape than have like a weird fetish about doing that, so your shin pad doesn't flop around.
This is blowing my mind.
The fact that it moves a little bit.
A defenseman in the NHL doesn't. My shin pad. I was more of a klutz than anybody. My shin pad would be up in my thigh at some point, but I can't.
Yeah, but
you don't even have a strap behind. You know how the shin pads come with?
Do you have a strap?
No, I got the strap. The strap holds it in place, and
thank God.
Oh my goodness!
But like, don't listen to the pot calling the kettle black here, just because he doesn't even wear socks. He wouldn't even wear socks.
I can't. My foot floats around in the skate. But I need it like compact, tight. That's why I need the tape. If I have a sock, it slides
wearing
in my
socks
skate.
right now?
I am. They can't. I'm wearing socks right now. You can't see them. They're in there. You can see them.
Oh, the fans can see him now. Look at those things.
I can't even. Wow, they're in there.
Yeah,
They're
you're just trying to
think
show
he-
off the
I think
ball.
he's
You know
lying.
what you're doing here.
Yeah, Dior, little Dior. Boosh, I mean, before we
need
let
a
you
new
go,
pair.
we play this cool game.
Oh, one more. I got one more.
Oh, you got one more?
Yeah.
One more, yes. Finally, I was carrying this whole thing.
Talk to me about Paul Coffey if you can. He is. Would you call him a riverboat gambler? Hall of Famer, obviously. He was amazing. Offensive D-man. How is he?
A Riverboat Hall of Famer.
Riverboat Hall of Fame gambler. How has he helped you?
He's been great. Me and Koff have we've gotten along for a long time now. Ever since I came in my first year, he was always great to me. Love the style of play, and I think now on the back end, it's a calming presence. He's very calm back there with the D-man. You know, wants us all to make plays, which is great. And I think it's really helping us all out back there, and I think it's helping the forwards too. The more we can make plays, the less the puck's on the wall, less the board work and stuff they have to do. And I think everybody appreciates that.
Did he ever get you with he doesn't do last names, or he does full names? He got me on. I was at training camp. I get on the plane, and I'm so excited to meet Paul Coffey, and I watched him growing up, and he comes up and goes, "Hey, Paul Coffey," and I go, "Hey, Jason, nice to meet you." And he goes, "Sorry, I only do full names."
Did you hit him with the middle name?
I felt him about that small. I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I'm here." I thought he knew me, and you're hoping, Paul Coffey knows me. So, but
Jay Dizzle, ready for the flight?
yeah, I said, "Jay Dizzle, I'm going to make this team." I was like, "Oh, they might probably going to send me down after this."
He does that all the time. It's just more of a sense he wants to say he's Paul Coffey, I think.
Yeah. He wants a little
never-
touch.
Yeah, he's never scared to bring up his old records and stuff. So
He
that
was-
doesn't surprise me.
Pretty good.
He's got a lot of them, so I guess he's allowed to do it. But now that Boiler's got that question out of the way,
Sorry.
you're welcome. We play a little game with you here at the end. We're going to show you some pictures, and you just say what were you thinking and your thoughts on the picture when it comes up. So here we go, a little episode of what were you thinking. Let's go with the first one here for Bush.
Oh wow.
What we got here?
Ronald McDonald? I don't know.
What was this with the Knights? What is this like? Is this like a charity thing?
Yeah, this was the I want to say it was the Ronald McDonald House. Actually, we used to go do that a couple times a month. We'd go to the hospital visits or do stuff like that. So I think this was a skate with a bunch of kids. Everyone came out. Ronald McDonald came out. I think they were more excited to see him than anyone else. But yeah, it was a charity event, and like I said, it's kind of great that they prepped you back in London to do those things.
That's awesome. And we see your medium T-shirt there with the guns flying out. What's your go-to McDonald's meal?
I look at
Depends on what time you ask me. I'd say junior chicken gotta be up there.
what time of night you're asking it? It's like, the 2 a.m.er is a little bit greasier than the middle of the day
Big
one.
win, green light, team's out on the road. You're coming back.
Exactly.
Let's get to the second one here.
That's actually first entry level contract. Don't ask me about the tablecloth. That's my dad's doing. I don't know what I was thinking signing on that thing, but that was the contract.
I was more going to ask about the hand placement. Look at the alligator arms going or something there on the paper.
T-Rex?
T-Rex.
Making sure the paper wasn't sliding, make sure it was a proper signature.
That's a big deal.
I like
Jason.
I know, it's huge. I remember mine. It was like a full photo shoot. I like the jersey too.
Full photo shoot.
Yeah, I hired some photographers and everything, and I just did it up.
I was at a bar after my senior year in college, and I had to go back to campus to get a fax machine. I think I did mine in the library.
Oh, that'd be all time if you signed it in a bar.
I wasn't going to go back to the. Well, I did go back to the bar, but
Well, I hope so. A couple of extra bananas in the pocket there.
it wasn't bad. Wait. Was that your draft jersey? What was the jersey you were wearing?
I honestly have no idea where
Or
I
did you
got
just
that.
wear that until you signed?
Yeah, pretty much. I walked around that thing for weeks, months. I don't know how long it was. Yeah.
Proud moment.
That's proud. That's awesome, buddy.
Yeah.
Next, let's roll to the next one here.
I want to say I remember what game that is, but I honestly have no idea.
I know you scored a lot, that's a good thing that you can't remember it.
pretty
It's an OT goal.
Okay. What team was it?
I mean, this is your job, not mine.
We got video.
It's your only. You have more than one OT goal.
Actually, you might be right. Oh, that was the end of last year, actually.
Yeah,
that was a big
end of
one.
last year, April 11th, up on the screen.
A little open up the hips.
Yeah, that was honestly. I want to say it was my call. No, that was Dave was the one who actually called that out because I think we tried something before that. Instead, the guy was going to cheat a little bit, so he told me, open up the hips, see what happens, and I mean, yeah, he kind of called that one out.
That's unbelievable to hear that from him because you don't expect expect him a lot of the time to be like, no, just give me the rock, but that's incredible. His mind like, no, they're keying in on me. Just flip your hips, and that's awesome, buddy. Next one here. What do we got? Oh,
there you go.
How was that experience?
That was unreal. Yeah, I guess you see it every year, teams playing in it, and then to have it be against Calgary in Edmonton, it was a pretty cool experience. It actually wasn't too cold, but it was I'd say perfect temperature.
And what a bomb, the Bush bomb. That was about 98. It wasn't a 102, but just perfect placement. Look at that.
That's what it is, just accurate, I guess.
Hey, you got Leon Selly, and that means you got a point when he's Selly, so that's great.
I love those gloves. I love those outdoor games. You get to keep all that extra swag. I would stuff a bunch in a bag, give a bunch to my dad, my brothers. Did you get a bunch of stuff? I'd keep those gloves forever if I was you.
It's great. I don't know where the gloves are, but I know I got a bag upstairs. I don't even think I've opened the bag yet, but I know there's a bunch of stuff in there. I'm definitely gonna have to look at one of these days.
I'll take a hat if you got an extra one you're giving away. Let's look at the last one here.
Speaking of hats.
Yeah, and that was in Niagara Falls, actually, after a couple wineries. Yeah, I've never had a hat like that. That was the first one. I don't know what I was thinking, but at the time, I definitely thought it was a good idea to purchase that hat there.
Who's the barbershop quartet next to you there? What was that?
Was that the string quartet? Who's on the left of you? Your left side, right? Can we see the picture again?
Oh, that's Dimitri. He's playing in college right now, so he's there. And then we got Alex Formanton, who's out in Swiss right now, and then another buddy, Hayden Stewart.
Hayden Stewart. What winery were you at? Because plug them. Maybe we'll get you a free case or something.
I want to say we did a bunch of them. I think that was last stop, and we gave a shout out to.
So you forget? I can't remember.
Gretzky's Winery?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out there. I think that's where we finished it up.
Gretzky's Winery. It'll get you drunk, and it tastes good.
Please drink responsibly.
Is there a dog in that picture? Are we seeing a dog in there?
Yeah, no, he's being annoying right now. So he did he was in the pup relay last night at the skills competition.
How'd he do?
He came, he was pretty good. He came second. Not first, so he slept on the couch last night.
That's why he slept on the couch.
A couple silver medals in the Bouchard house, huh?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. What kind of... Oh, wow, beautiful.
He's a golden retriever, English cream.
Amazing.
Good boy.
Well, Bouch, we'll let you and the dog go snuggle a bit. Have a great day, buddy. I appreciate the time. And
of course, thanks, JD.
Hey, no problem, buddy.
Thanks, Evan.
Well, thank you.